Now, we've talked consistently about the problems in the Northern Territory. Now, I love the Northern Territory. I think it is genuinely the last sort of wild part left of Australia. While much of Queensland I very much love, but sadly, the youth crime that's been happening in and around the Northern Territory, it needs to be dealt with. Locals are understandably frightened, worried because of the scourge that has been there and a Territory government that says you're racist for even talking about it.
I guess open your eyes. This has been happening for such a long time.
It's not safe and I'm stressed.
Mate, it's out of control.
Government is accountable. They've just been allowed to run riot and now they want the voice as well.
Very disgusting what has happened.
Now, also one of the true things about the Northern Territory is that big parts of it are poor, and there are plenty of people whose entire industry is based off the tourism of going and seeing the beauty and freedom of the Northern Territory. And today we learn about how the Northern Territory government's inability to deal with crime, the Prime Minister's fly in, fly out 3 hours, then spend 3 days at the tennis attitude, is starting to make people think twice about actually going to the Northern Territory when it comes to a holiday. In fact, we learned today that the government is being told that there are problems with tourism. In fact, an independent member of Parliament has told Budget Estimates this week the tourism operators in Central Australia are reporting the slowest start they have ever seen to a tourist season. And this is mainly due to crime concerns. The MP goes on to say the recent Finke Desert Race that we celebrated the other day, where everyone's riding around on bikes and buggies, which usually sees hotels booked out all over the place, had widespread vacancies for the first time in ages. The MP says there were beds available right through the town. We've never seen that before. It's usually the busiest weekend of the year in Alice Springs. Now, I repeat, I love the Territory for a lot of different reasons, and we have deliberately done as many our towns as we can there from possible. We, of course, did one from Alice Springs and that beautiful quarry, as well as Bojangles, the pub in the middle of town. We've been to Darwin plenty of times because I want people to be able to go and experience this phenomenal part of Australia. Now, we will be going back to Darwin, and we will be doing so in and around Cracker Night, because you know how much I love Cracker Night. But I'm doing something different. I'm taking my family with me. Not to put them on TV, but to then take a few days off and spend time together in the Territory. Now, as difficult as crime has been and is for big parts of the Territory, please don't cancel your holidays there, because businesses that are barely holding on do not need to be punished. Now, obviously, there are certain places and certain times of the night when it's not cool to be around. I have no plans about walking around Alice Springs in the middle of the night with my kids. But I'm not going to deny them the beauty of the Territory or the fun of Cracker Night in the daytime or in the early evening. Please, this coming school holidays, see regional Australia, and if you can, make it the Northern Territory. We'll see you there in July.